Hey, what's up guys, it's Sam for Academy FM here with part 6 of the Future Bass course. In this part we're gonna make the breakdown part and do some final arranging. So right now we have an intro, we have a verse, a build-up and a drop. So I'm just gonna map out the rest of the song a little bit. So after the drop there is the breakdown. Then there is the second verse, so verse 2. Then there is a build. And then after 8 bars, the second drop. So drop 2.1 and drop 2.2. And after that, let's say an 8 bar outro or a 16 bar outro. I think an 8 bar outro will be fine. So let's see, verse 1, build 1, and then the drop also 1.1, just to have the little clearer. Drop 1.2, build 2 also, and then okay. So that's our song mapped out. So I'm gonna copy the build because that's gonna be pretty much the same. And then the breakdown. So let's start working on that. So I want to have the same rain and impact effects. I'm gonna copy those over. So after the drop ends, it sounds like this. I think I want to have this pulse again. I want to have this go from 100 wet all the way to, what is it, 35, and also filter it in a little bit. So I'm gonna get an auto filter here. I'm gonna select this part and just do that. Now I wanna have the piano play in this part. So let's see, instrument rack, grand piano. And it's just gonna play the chords. I'm gonna get these bass notes and put them down an octave. Now I want these strummed, so a cool trick for that is you go to Packs, Chord Library, Swing and Groove, you pick any groove you want, double click, open up the groove pool. So now, because you double clicked it, the swing or groove is now in the groove pool. So you go velocity, you press this little arrow here, random to 100 and timing also to 100. So that basically makes this a strum groove. So I'm gonna go into groove, I'm gonna select the strum inside of this MIDI clip. So now this piano is strummed. So that's a really nice effect to put on your... I mostly use it just for pianos and plucks and stuff. So... and it's kind of random because I put the random on 100. And you can tweak all these sliders to get the sound that you want. So let's see how this sounds. Piano. Maybe like a little synth on top. It's playing a little melody. I'm gonna get the wavetable. I'm gonna get the triangle wave. Shimmer. I want to layer this triangle wave with something more organic. I'm gonna enable oscillator 2, go to instruments, and set the oscillator 2 position to 100. So now we have that control in the matrix, and I want to put that to -100, bound to the amp. So the amp basically controls this now. Ooh, this is a really nice sound. So I'm gonna put a reverb on that. Okay, time a little bit up, dry wet a little bit down, size a little bit up too. I'm gonna disable the high cut and enable the low cut, so no low frequencies are being reverbed. Then I'm gonna put the multiband compression on here, also some EQ. So let's see. Just gonna play around a little bit on my keyboard. Something like that. So I just play the melody in. And with Ableton 10 you can press this capture feature. So it actually recalls the notes you play. Now these are totally off grid. So I'm gonna have to fix that. So this first part I'm not gonna use, but just these notes. So the notes are already there, I just have to put them in the right timing. So I'm gonna right click on the keyboard here, triplet grid, and then see quantize settings, 8 triplets. Actually wanna have a rest. Then the same rhythm here. That sounds nice. So I'm gonna extend that and loop it. And there we have our melody. So I also want to filter this pad in. Right here, it's in the second part of the intro. So I'm gonna put it in the full part of the drop, but I'm gonna filter it in like this. And also I'm gonna put a utility on it, so I'm gonna actually fade it in as well with the volume. Which I'm also gonna do. I'm just gonna copy this over here. Oh, that's not right. Oh yeah, that's because of this this pitch bend. That's a glitch that's been in Ableton for ages. So I'm gonna actually freeze this so it doesn't like randomly pitch around. So basically what it does, when you have like one of these pitch ups, it stays at a random value of this if you pass at the wrong moment. It seems largely right now, so I'm just gonna let this be frozen. So let's see. Then I'm gonna copy the first verse to the second one, but I'm gonna add some like an LFOing pad. I have the exact sound in my mind already. So like a moving pad. I'm gonna go to element keys. Choose something random. Something like this. Then I'm gonna just use the texture of it so I don't have to make my own synth. I do this a lot, so I just have the basic sound already. then I morph it to what I want with it. So it's a little bit too filtered, too high. So I'm gonna. Oh, that's a sub. So put this down an octave. This LFO3, I'm gonna go in the matrix. LFO3 and map that to the global amp. And put this on. And the patch itself is already panning around, so that's perfect. This is pad 2. Put this right here. Then this is pad 1. Let's see how that sits in the mix. Gonna give it some distortion to make it stand out a little bit more. Okay, so that's the breakdown part. The next part, I'm gonna make the second drop and the outro. So stay tuned.